Hello guys, today we're going to be going over how to do a forward roll. Alright, forward ukemi is what we call it. Alright, so we're going to break this down piece by piece so that we can get the idea of which leg is doing what, okay? And we're going to be focusing everything today on the right side. So that means I'm going to be rolling over my right shoulder, alright, versus the left side. Now I want you guys to know that you're going to take everything to do the left side and just reverse it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start down on our knees so that we can make sure we're feeling safe and comfortable with this. All right, rolling is not difficult. It's scary. And the part that everybody has a hard time with is getting over the fear of doing the roll. The roll itself is not really painful. It's not even hard to do. It's just scary. All right, so we're going to break this down. I'm going to turn. I'm going to be facing you part of the time. I'm going to be turning around so you can see me from behind other parts of the time, okay? So the idea of the roll that we're going to be doing kind of looks like this. So I'm going to do it full speed, and then we'll break it down. So I'm just going to come from here up and up, okay? So the idea of this is going to be starting on our knees, and I'm going to use my right hand. So the first thing we're going to do, and you guys are going to practice it just like this, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to dive it in between my legs. Now, I want the back of my hand to be on the mat. So I'm going to dive here. I'm going to take my left hand, I'm just going to put it on the mat so I don't smash my face on the ground, okay? I'm going to come in here, look nice and slow, and then I'm going to take my right ear and I'm going to lay it on the mat. And as I do that, I'm going to lay my right shoulder, so it's going to be here. Everything's on the mat. So notice I've got from here, I'm going to turn sideways, here, right? I've got my ear and my shoulder, and from here, the back of my hand. It's all touching the mat right now. So what we're going to do is you guys will practice just doing that part 5 times. So left hand down, it's just going to go 1 and back. And the farther you put your hand back, the easier this is going to be on your shoulder, right? Because then I'm tucking my shoulder and I'm not leaving it hanging out to drop on. So the farther I get this hand back, the smoother the roll becomes, okay? So it's just going to be 1 and back up, 2 and back up. Notice I'm going deeper each time I get comfortable with this, okay? So that's the first stage, all right? The second stage is going to require my left leg. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my right hand, put it here, right shoulder, right ear, and then I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to lift it up, straight up to the sky, just like this, okay? So from behind, I'm sitting in this position, okay? I'm going to dive my hand here and then pick up my left leg. Now at this point, notice I'm not feeling like I'm rolling over. I'm just balancing and coming back up. So it's just going to go down and up, okay? So from the front, we'll do that also 5 times. So it's just going to be 1 and up. Notice that the foot's going to the sky. 2, good, 3, and so on. All right, so now, as I do that, I'm going to add my right foot, all right? So I'm going to turn backwards again because I want you to see. Right now I'm sitting with my toes, my top of my foot flat. I'm going to dive in, I'm going to bring this foot up. Now from here I need to take this foot and turn it into the active position, okay? So the idea is when I come down here, 1, look, see how I do this? It automatically flops over because I need to push, okay? So I'm going to come here, 1 and up. Now, from here, I'm going to turn and look at the back. So now I'm looking at you guys at the camera right now, okay? So as I come up, I'm going to go from looking to the side to looking to the back. 1, I'm looking here underneath. Look, my chin is tucked. Chin is tucked. If I leave it out, if I leave this out when I do this, my head will stop the roll. Okay, I will go sideways because my head is acting like a rudder. Okay, so the idea here is I dive in, boom, get the head in. This will also allow the shoulder to tuck under farther. Okay, so once we get to that point, we're going to, and I'm going to turn sideways here. I'm going to, from here, 1, I'm at this point, toes are up. I'm going to just practice lifting my right knee up. Okay, just like this. Up, okay? That's all you need for the roll. You put those components together and you go forward. Now the idea is my left leg is going to basically do an axe kick. Watch, I'm going to do this very slowly and this is going to go over my head. So I'm going to dive in. Notice my toes are active. From here, leg up, push, this foot comes around, and I sit up, okay? So one more time, I'm gonna start back here, okay? Dive in, foot up, extend, and then roll. So the roll goes from my shoulder across my shoulder blades to the other foot. My head doesn't even have to hit the ground to do this. In fact, we don't want it to hit the ground. Hitting the ground means that you're going to smash it off the concrete, right? So once you guys get that and get comfortable with it, then we can start from standing, okay? Or squatting, rather. This position. Now, this is scary, okay? This is scary, but it's not bad. The idea here, stop. Go. Okay, so once I get comfortable with doing it on my knees, we're gonna pick up, we're gonna go from a squatting position. So we're going to move to a slightly elevated position, but we don't change what we do. So I'm gonna be in this position here, okay? Start squatting, and all I'm gonna do is when I wanna roll, I'm gonna take my right leg and I'm gonna drop it down. That's it. This is the roll right here. Dive in, okay, kick this foot over, and push. Okay, whew, that's exactly what we did. So I'm here, I'm going to take my right knee, drop it forward, don't turn sideways from here from the squatting position. I'm just going to do this position. So you can take your left hand and put it on the floor if you feel comfortable. So from here, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's exactly what we just did. Now, let's do it from standing. Okay, so from standing, okay, now we have to, from standing, and again, remember, this is very basic, very elementary. What we're going to do, okay, is start with the right foot forward. Now, from here, the right hand's going to go in between the legs, and again, for beginners, that's what this is for, learning how to do it. I'm going to go from here, 1, drop down to the knee. Oh, look at this, I'm in the same position, and around, okay? So the idea is from here, 1, 2, 3. That's to learn. Once you understand how it works and you feel comfortable and not scared of it anymore, then we can do it from the standing position and come under, okay? So that's the breakdown for the forward roll, guys, and we're going to continue to work this through this, this series. All right, guys, great job, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.